Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in. Lancaster, California. On December 4th, 2023 at around 6:08 p.m., Lancaster Station deputies responded to a domestic violence call at an apartment on the 2100 block of East Avenue J8. A woman had called 911, reporting that her boyfriend refused to leave her alone, followed by screams and sounds of a struggle. The caller was later identified as 27-year-old Neanny Finlayson. Upon arrival, deputies heard shouting inside and attempted to force entry when the door suddenly opened. Finlayson stood there holding a large kitchen knife. Finlayson told deputies she was going to stab her boyfriend for allegedly pushing her daughter, then retreated inside toward him. Deputies entered as Finlayson grabbed her boyfriend while still holding the knife, prompting a deputy-involved shooting. She was struck by gunfire, collapsed, and dropped the weapon. Deputies immediately administered first aid until paramedics arrived. Finlayson was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced deceased. A kitchen knife with an 8-inch blade was recovered at the scene. No other injuries were reported.
Why did you shoot? Drop it!
Jacksonville, Florida. On August 6, 2023, around 4:30 p.m., police received multiple reports of a shirtless man armed with a knife on Pickett Street. Callers said the man, later identified as 29-year-old Juan Johnson, had stabbed a dog and possibly a man.
Where's he at? Where's the other guy?
When an officer arrived at the 7600 block, witnesses said Johnson had just attacked someone. The officer found a man dead in the yard with multiple stab wounds, then spotted Johnson hiding in nearby vegetation.
Let me see your hands, man. Let me see your hands.
Put your hands up!
The officer drew his firearm and ordered Johnson to show his hands. Instead, Johnson pretended to shoot at the officer with his fingers and shouted obscenities before suddenly standing up. When the officer deployed his taser, it failed to subdue him. Johnson then grabbed a metal bucket, threw it, and charged at the officer. Struck in the arm, the officer retreated while firing his gun, hitting Johnson.
Get on the ground. Oh. Shots fired.
God, please. Okay. Oh. Oh my God.
Push it. Hands behind your back. Watch your muscle. There.
Backup Officer Rodriguez arrived to assist in handcuffing Johnson and called for medical aid. Johnson was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. The stabbing victim and a dog, both found nearby, had also died from multiple stab wounds. A serrated military-style knife was recovered at the scene.
40 years old. 40 years.
On April 29, 2024, Kentucky police conducted a high-speed chase of a Cadillac on Interstate 64. The 19-year-old suspect was driving recklessly at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, posing an extreme danger to other vehicles.
Speed 72. That's 12 over 8. Please close that.
The chase culminated in a precise PIT maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin sideways and crash into a concrete median. This decisive action prevented a horrific traffic tragedy.
Hands up! Let's follow the key! Over here! Get out! Get out of the car! Get out of the car right now! On your face! On your face! Get on your face! Get on your face!
The driver was apprehended at the scene and confessed to fleeing in a panic because he lacked proper documentation. Gonzalez is now facing a series of serious charges and severe penalties under the law. Orlando, Florida. Around 12:55 p.m., the communications center received a 911 call transferred from the Orange County Sheriff's Office regarding an unknown disturbance on the 12,000 block of Pioneers Way.
Rachel, this is Loida. Can you come outside?
The caller told Orlando police that his girlfriend, 32-year-old Rachel Ellis, was threatening to harm herself and was armed with a knife. Upon arrival, a member of the crisis negotiation team established contact with Ellis by phone. Though she initially hung up, communication was later re-established.
Yeah, I do. How can I help you? Tell me what can I do? I want what? Yes, I do want you to contact me. Where?
During the standoff, Ellis briefly exited her apartment holding a knife before retreating inside. Negotiators continued their attempts to calm her down. Moments later, Ellis suddenly ran out of the apartment wielding 2 knives and charged toward the officers positioned outside.
Knife down, Rachel.
Exactly where the fuck I said.
Rachel, drop the knife.
Oh, fuck y'all!
Drop the knife, Rachel.
Two officers fired their weapons, striking Ellis. She was pronounced dead at the scene by Orlando Fire Department personnel. No officers were injured during the incident. Both officers involved are trained in crisis intervention and have invoked Marzi's Law, which protects their identities while the investigation continues.
Got the knife.
Scene secure. Everything come in.
I don't have any more gloves. Drop the knife.
Let me give her first aid.
Guys, Eric, put
Give her first aid.
gloves. Huh? Put your weapon down. And pull it. That's it. Come on.
Any more investigation? Stay
Stay
inside.
back inside, please. Stay inside. Close the door.
Fresno, California. On July 30th, 2023, around 10:32 a.m., a Fresno police officer responded to East Warner Avenue regarding an abandoned vehicle. While arranging for a tow, a passerby informed the officer about a young male on a scooter nearby who appeared to be armed. The officer notified dispatch and drove to North Effie Street, where he spotted someone matching the description.
Copy.
I don't have any other description other than a young man, possibly with a handgun.
Copy. Do you want to call made up an area check?
The officer stopped, exited his vehicle, and ordered the suspect, who was wearing a ski mask, to raise his hands and kneel. The teen initially complied, but soon reached toward his waistband. Ignoring the officer's commands, he drew what appeared to be a handgun, prompting the officer to open fire.
Get your hands up! Stop! Stop! Adam 11, I got shots fired.
Paramedics were called immediately, and the officer provided aid until they arrived. The 15-year-old was hospitalized in stable condition. Investigators later found the weapon to be an unloaded Glock 19 XBB pistol, a realistic replica of a real firearm.
McGill and Effie. Also, McGill and Warner. I'm sorry, Effie and Warner. Start me equipment code 3. Start me units and supervisor.
On the afternoon of May 8, 2025, Columbus police engaged in a dramatic chase of a gunman driving a modified SUV. The incident began with a report of a violent armed attack in the area.
Ram 71, 9052 is number 1 again. He's losing control at Oakland.
The suspect drove recklessly through narrow alleyways and school grounds in an attempt to escape. He aggressively collided with patrol cars, creating a chaotic scene straight out of an action movie. After a decisive crash that overturned the vehicle, police successfully apprehended the suspect. Despite being arrested, the perpetrator remained aggressive, continuously challenging law enforcement.
Watch your front part! Behind the sergeant.
Break this shit.
Hey, come out! He's on the passenger side. Driver's side. He said he's stuck in the driver's side. Break that one then.
Stick your hands out.
We need fire in the stand.
Stick your hands out from under the airbag.
Airbag.
Huh?
I got you.
You got eyes on?
Yep, I got hands. I got hands. Do not fucking move. Do not fucking move. Do not move. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Get him out. Roll him over.
Hang on. Roll over. Get on your stomach.
Whoa.
Los Angeles, California. In the early hours of October 14, 2023, around 1:30 a.m., Central Division uniformed officers were patrolling near South Broadway and 7th Street when a community member flagged them down, reporting a man armed with a knife. Officers located the suspect, later identified as 47-year-old Earl Callier, and repeatedly ordered him to drop the weapon. Callier refused, continuing north on South Broadway towards 6th Street while still holding the knife. Officers deployed 40mm less lethal launchers, LLL, but Callier remained non-compliant and continued moving through the area.
Hey, do we have a crime? Secure my car! Stay behind cover. Hit him. Hey, hit him with the 40. Hit him with just cover. 40, 40. Hey, get stop. Hey, get on the ground!
Callier then turned east on 6th Street, approaching a group of pedestrians. Officers deployed another round of 40mm LLL, which again failed to stop him. He ran into the street and charged at an officer, prompting an officer-involved shooting. Callier was struck by gunfire and fell to the ground, where he was immediately taken into custody.
Good? Everybody good? Where's the knife? I'll put hands. Hands, you alright? Yeah. Hey, grab him.
Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded and transported Callier to a local hospital, where he is listed in stable condition. No officers or bystanders were injured. A 5-inch serrated kitchen knife was recovered at the scene and booked as evidence. The incident remains under investigation. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. On November 9th, 2023, Oklahoma City police responded to a domestic call at 1316 Northeast 12th Street, reporting that the suspect, as Janie Owens Bay, was armed with a firearm. Upon arrival, officers observed Owens Bay outside, aiming his gun at multiple people.
Put it down! There you go! Put the gun down! Put the gun down! Yeah, I'm behind the door. Your call has been updated. He just ran into the building.
When he saw the officers, Owens Bay retreated into the building, still armed, where several unarmed individuals were present and had already been threatened by the suspect.
All right. Open the door. Hey, put the gun down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
As officers entered the lobby, Owens Bay pointed his firearm at them and fired a shot. One officer returned fire, but Owens Bay was not hit and fled deeper into the building, taking cover behind vending machines while continuing to fire at police. The tense standoff escalated as Owens Bay temporarily discarded his gun, only to pick it up moments later.
Okay. I can't. Guns down.
Okay, look. We for real.
Put the gun down.
We for real, y'all.
Hey. Don't reach for it. Don't. I know. Hey. Put the gun down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put the gun down. Is that him? Is that him? Okay, he's behind the Coke machine right here.
Recognizing the imminent threat, an officer fired at Owens Bay, striking him fatally. Emergency personnel confirmed his death on scene. Master Sergeant Daniel Higginbottom has been placed on routine administrative leave pending investigation. No other injuries were reported, and the scene was secured to ensure the safety of all civilians and responding officers. Denver, Colorado. On October 19th, around 6:15 p.m., Denver police officers responded to a report of a man brandishing a knife at a Whole Foods near Union Station. Upon arrival, they located 33-year-old Lateef Robinson holding a 13-inch knife. Officers attempted to de-escalate, offering Robinson food, a place to stay, access to medical care, money, and a chance to charge his phone.
Make sure we have a bus stage.
Let's sit you two on the outside.
Can you make sure that Remember I told you it was going to get crowded? We don't need it to be like this. You just drop the knife right where you're at, we're good.
During negotiations, Robinson advanced toward an officer and fired a shot. Another officer deployed a taser, striking Robinson and causing him to fall. The bullet fired by Robinson did not hit anyone but struck a freezer. The taser successfully incapacitated him, allowing officers to take him into custody safely.
Put your hands behind your back.
No injuries to officers or civilians were reported, though the store was evacuated while shoppers took cover. Robinson now faces a felony menacing charge, and officials are working to connect him with mental health resources. The swift police response ensured the safety of the public while minimizing harm during the tense standoff. Denver, Colorado. On October 19, 2023, around 2:30 p.m., Denver police were dispatched to 46th Avenue and North York Street after a report of an individual brandishing a weapon.
Denver police, put that fucking gun down now!
The driver left the area and contacted police. Officers soon located a man matching the description, walking with a backpack and accompanied by a dog. Several officers approached him.
What's your name? Please drop the gun! Please drop it! Drop the gun! Drop it now! Drop it!
As the officers ordered the suspect to drop the weapon, he shouted, "Shoot me! Shoot me!" and continued to advance, raising the pistol toward them. In response, 4 officers discharged their firearms, firing a total of 12 rounds. The suspect was struck in the arm and torso. One of the officers had previously been involved in an on-duty shooting.
Shots fired. Move your hands inside. Hands inside. I got him up. Go ahead. Don't cuff him up. Don't cuff him up. Who's got a tourniquet on him? I do.
The suspect was transported to a nearby hospital in critical condition but survived. He now faces multiple counts of felony menacing. No officers or bystanders were injured during the incident, and the prompt police response prevented further harm to the public. Thurston County, Washington. On March 6, 2024, around 8 a.m., deputies initiated a traffic stop off Rich Road Southeast. The passenger exited, while the driver, a 29-year-old man, gave a false name before fleeing. Deputies developed reasonable suspicion for DUI, and a pursuit was authorized.
Did you get it? No spike, heading back towards Rich.
Okay, I'm catching up to you guys, I'll call it. Copy. We're just passing 25th Avenue right now. Yes, I'm number 3 right behind you guys. Northbound, Slater Canyon, blue, the stop sign.
The suspect sped through Lacey, then veered onto the Chehalis Western Trail, reaching over 60 miles per hour. Citizens on the trail managed to avoid danger as deputies pursued with lights and sirens.
50 miles an hour on the trail. Past mile marker 4.5 on the trail. Gonna be northbound over the trail, little ramp. We're going over the...
The chase continued onto 26th Avenue Northeast, where a PIT maneuver spun the truck into a mud field. The suspect reversed into a private driveway, striking an unoccupied travel trailer before being pinned in by deputies.
36 is going for pit. Good pit, good pit.
Eastbound 36, good pit.
TVI.
And TVI.
He's still going.
Hit one of the cones in the middle of the trail to stop cars from driving. We're eastbound 26th. 36 is going for pit. Good pit, good pit.
Eastbound 36, good pit.
TVI.
And TVI.
He's still going. Reversing eastbound. 5-9, he's in reverse.
Despite being cornered, the driver remained combative, refusing to show his hands or surrender. With the truck still in gear and wheels spinning, deputies broke a window and deployed a taser, finally forcing him out. He was taken into custody and drug paraphernalia was discovered inside the vehicle. During the pursuit, the suspect also caused a minor collision between 2 uninvolved motorists, though both appeared unharmed after evaluation.
5'9". He's not going anywhere. He's locked in, but he's trying to start it again. 5'9", he's just taser, taser, taser. Still refusing commands.
Further investigation revealed the suspect had an active warrant from Thurston Superior Court for attempting to elude, assault on law enforcement with a deadly weapon, and possession of a stolen vehicle. He now faces new charges including DUI narcotics and another attempt to elude. The truck itself had a history of prior pursuits, most recently tied to another felon arrested with a firearm just the week before. Jacksonville, Florida. On May 11th, 2023, officers with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office were dispatched to 929 South McDuff Avenue following a call for service. Upon arrival, a Family Dollar employee flagged down an officer in the parking lot, reporting that a man later identified as Daniel Forrest had just stolen from the store and fled across nearby railroad tracks. The officer quickly drove after him and shouted, "Hey, come here. Brother, I'm going to tase you."
Juliet 144, do you have a single 9 in progress at the Family Dollar 929 McDuff? Long Mountain single 9.
When Forrest ignored commands, the officer deployed his taser, causing him to fall hard onto the pavement and strike his head. The officer immediately placed him in handcuffs and requested medical assistance, radioing, "Just send rescue." In line with department policy, the Jacksonville Fire and Rescue Department responded to evaluate Forrest after the taser deployment.
Willow Branch in College. Turn over. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. I don't need 1033. He's in custody and handcuffs. Just send rescue 1067. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Forrest was transported to a nearby hospital, where doctors discovered he had suffered internal bleeding. His family later shared photos showing him in critical condition, saying they were told he might not survive. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office stated that the officer's use of force complied with department policy. Chicago, Illinois. On the morning of September 19th, 2023, just after 11 a.m., Chicago police officers responded to a domestic disturbance at an apartment in the 6500 block of South Harvard Avenue.
Downstairs washing the clothes. Downstairs washing the clothes. He takes the detergent, do like this. I say, stop, get me out of my chest, and I push him back. He go from that. He get all in my face, punch me in my face, punch me all on my side, everything.
Where did he punch you in the side?
All right here.
Do you have any bruises there?
Body cam footage released by the Police Accountability Office shows two officers entering the residence shared by 28-year-old Terrell Brown and his girlfriend. The woman told officers that Brown had punched her several times during an argument about laundry and that he was now in a back room armed with a knife.
Put it down!
Let's go!
You got an armed man with a knife in the apartment here. Go away!
As one officer began to approach the room, Brown could be heard yelling from inside, prompting the officer to step back and draw his firearm. Moments later, Brown emerged, waving a knife and shouting at officers to leave.
Shots fired by the police. Put it down! Put it down! Get down on the ground!
He briefly disappeared from view behind a wall before stepping forward again, with his right hand visible but his left hand obscured. As Brown moved closer and appeared to reach toward the door, the officer ordered him to drop the knife.
Need EMS out there. EMS. All right, give me a couple minutes. All right.
When Brown failed to comply, the officer fired 3 shots, striking him. The video shows a knife falling from his left hand as he collapsed. Officers immediately began CPR, but Brown was later pronounced dead at the scene.
724.
On March 8, 2024, police responded to a call about a fight between two young women outside their apartment building, causing a disturbance for nearby residents. Upon arrival, officers attempted to engage with the women to assess the situation. One of the women answered the door with a rude, entitled tone, and when officers tried to speak with her, she attempted to slam the door in their faces.
But no, me and my sister.
Who else is here?
My sister, she's staying here. She does not live here. I live here. I have the lease. Me and her are cleaning. We were arguing. We were making a TikTok. I don't know if you guys are familiar with TikTok.
Yeah. What's your first name again?
Zeta.
Zeta. What's your sister's name?
Kayla.
Kayla. Can I talk to Kayla?
We're in our bras, respectfully, but you know.
How you doing, miss? Do you mind just stepping out here and talking to Officer Praggett?
Yeah. Can I get a cigarette?
Go for it.
I'm gonna shut my door now.
No, we're gonna leave it open for the time being, okay?
No, you don't pay my rent, so I will be.
If you try to push, don't
shut me! Don't touch me!
Now you're under arrest. Now you're under arrest. Now you're under arrest.
Get off me! Stop! I'm not trying to stop. Just stand over here. Stand over here. No, it's recording. Stand over here. Go. I'm sorry. Take a breath. Come over here. Take a breath. Let go of Zeta. Stop, Zeta. Let go of Zeta. Let go of Zeta.
The female running towards the main entrance. She's handcuffed. White shirt, purple pants. Stop.
No, you're on recording. I will record you. No.
Stop.
Her sister, who was also involved in the altercation, was arrested for obstructing the investigation. However, the situation escalated when the woman managed to escape while still handcuffed, prompting a deputy to chase after her. After a tense standoff, the officers were able to apprehend her once again.
Because I can smell it.
You're the
Township advised to send extra patrols.
Like this, I don't.
Relax.
I know.
10-4. You can't do that.
Shut the door.
No, you
but
can't.
This was gonna happen.
You cannot hit a police officer, miss.
I didn't hit you. I shut the door in your face.
And you spit at me, so stop. Just relax. If I help you up, are you gonna walk or no? We're good. I can't, but she keeps trying to kick me, so.
But she just.
I'm not trying to kick you.
Yeah, her.
I'm not trying to kick you.
If you want, you can wait with her. I'll wait till Tasha gets her. We'll escort her over.
Okay. They're drunk.
I'm not f***ing drunk. You're a f***ing ass.
Stop.
You're trying to manipulate me into this situation. You're an
You have a spit
No, I'm not f***ing drunk. You're trying to manipulate me into this situation because you shut the door and I know my rights.
Relax, stop yelling.
I know my rights. So you're getting sued. Now I'm sitting on you because you're getting sued. Because you're over here detaining me, right?
She was placed in a squad car while officers conducted a search of her apartment for any additional clues that could explain her erratic behavior. Though no illegal substances were found, open alcohol and signs of a recent altercation, including damaged items, were observed. The woman was later charged with resisting arrest and assaulting an officer, while her sister was arrested for obstructing justice. On June 25, 2024, Sergeant House monitored Jonesboro PD radio traffic about a pursuit near Terra Boulevard and Highway 138. Responding to assist, he observed the fleeing vehicle heading south on North Main Street and took over as the primary unit.
Hey, where you at?
The suspect drove recklessly toward the busy intersection at Highway 138 and Terra Boulevard, creating a serious risk to the public. To prevent further danger, Sergeant House executed a PIT maneuver, bringing the vehicle to a controlled stop. As driver Latron Taylor tried to flee, a K-9 was deployed, prompting his immediate surrender. The passenger was detained at gunpoint and both suspects were turned over to JPD after GSP handled the crash scene.
16, confirm it. Did they come out on the other side from that embankment? 16, right, I'm still looking for him. He's in the woods somewhere. Prayer.
On September 5th, 2025, a silver Honda Accord was clocked speeding on Sparksford Drive. When officers attempted a traffic stop, the driver fled, running stop signs and racing through multiple roads before entering Interstate 40 at extreme speeds. The chase peaked at over 130 miles per hour.
Get on the fucking ground!
Ended when police used a tactical maneuver to force the car into a ditch. The driver was arrested without resistance and later faced multiple serious charges. The chase began after a 911 call from the Columbus Metropolitan Library reported a stolen white Honda HR-V taken by a 16-year-old suspect.
Slow enough, don't be afraid to pit.
Fuck!
Okay, westbound Addison.
Fuck!
I don't know if we're good.
Officers tracked the vehicle into Grove City, following closely as it fled from a gas station onto Southwest Boulevard.
We gotta clear the car if we get them stopped.
Once you're on it, stay on it.
Brakes.
Oh, fuck!
Running north or south.
Hey Mason, let us know if you see anything.
During the pursuit, the suspect fired at two uninvolved people, lost control, and later abandoned the car. A police helicopter spotted him hiding in a dumpster, where officers surrounded, tackled, and arrested him. A 26-year-old man from Oshkosh was arrested after leading the Fond du Lac County Sheriff's Office on a 24-mile high-speed vehicle pursuit.
Driver, turn off the car! Put the keys out the window! $60 vehicles taken off.
During the pursuit, deputies deployed a tire deflation device in an effort to safely stop the vehicle.
60, we're on past 8, 60, we're over the tracks, going up to Country Club Road.
Temperature 60.
Stay there, running Sheriff 60. If it gets low enough, I can take number 2 for low speed. Box in.
The suspect continued driving despite the disabled tires, causing significant damage to his vehicle before finally coming to a stop. No injuries were reported.
Hands up! Get down! Alright, I got cops. You got cover? You got lethal cover?
The suspect has an extensive criminal history and now faces additional charges related to the incident.
Hands behind your back. Yep.
Lakeland, Florida. On August 5th, 2025, at approximately 5:53 p.m., troopers with the Florida Highway Patrol attempted to stop a gray GMC pickup truck traveling westbound on Interstate 4 near the US Route 27 entrance ramp in Lakeland. driver briefly pulled over but failed to stop and suddenly accelerated, reaching speeds of up to 110 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone.
You have a 1235 vehicle description? Vehicle description, direction, speed.
The vehicle weaved through traffic, creating a serious risk to other motorists as troopers initiated a pursuit. A decisive maneuver caused the pickup to lose control, flip over, and tear down power lines. The vehicle was fully neutralized, ending the chase in a cloud of dust. Clayton County BAT units spotted a stolen Kia in Riverdale and attempted a traffic stop. Instead of complying, the driver chose to flee, launching a dangerous high-speed chase through the city streets.
That's a 21. Right now we're on. Someone just went up on you. Right now we're on Church Street. That's on Highway 5. City of Riverdale. Still on truck. Shut when you off the cars. Take the vehicle off the road if you can. Over there, I think it's the primary one behind us over there. Going on the roadway, going between cars.
As the pursuit unfolded, deputies observed the suspect driving recklessly, putting lives at risk. In response, Sheriff Levon Allen gave a direct command over the radio: get the vehicle off the road. Deputies stayed close, waiting for the right moment to intervene safely. When a clear gap in traffic appeared, officers executed a precise PIT maneuver, causing the stolen vehicle to spin out and come to a stop. The suspect was quickly apprehended without injury, once again highlighting the real dangers of fleeing law enforcement. Sheridan, Arkansas. A high-speed police chase on Wednesday resulted in damage to several law enforcement and city vehicles, but no injuries were reported. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Department, the pursuit began near Grant 56 in the Ico area after 31-year-old Carlos Smith fled from a routine traffic stop by state police troopers in Lamar. Speeds during the chase exceeded 90 miles per hour. The Sheridan Police Department and the Grant County Sheriff's Department joined the pursuit, which ended on Oklahoma Street in Sheridan. Officers used spike strips and other maneuvers to stop Smith. In total, 3 Sheridan police vehicles, 2 Grant County Sheriff's units, and 1 city vehicle were damaged. Authorities confirmed that no officers or civilians were hurt. Smith, who already had multiple warrants across several states, now faces additional charges from the Arkansas State Police related to the pursuit. The chase began on Interstate 10 in Escambia County, Florida, after the Alabama Highway Patrol alerted Florida authorities about a speeding car crossing state borders. The driver likely thought changing states would shake law enforcement, but they were wrong. As the pursuit escalated, officers skillfully executed a flawless PIT maneuver, forcing the vehicle to a screeching halt. A perfect PIT is like landing a strike in bowling, except this time, it's the suspect's pride that hits the pavement. Fortunately, no one was injured during the chase, and the driver was swiftly taken into custody. Now facing charges for fleeing and eluding in both Alabama and Florida, along with multiple traffic violations, this incident serves as a clear warning. Mixing reckless behavior with overconfidence and adrenaline rarely ends well. Atlanta, Georgia. On November 20th, 2020, at around 9:58 a.m., an officer observed a vehicle on Virginia Avenue commit multiple traffic violations. The pursuit continued with the suspect making several turns across major roads, including Eubanks Avenue, Bachelor Street, and Cambridge Avenue, before re-entering East K85. A third pit attempt near the Cleveland Avenue exit also failed. The chase ended when the suspect's vehicle became disabled from damage at 2451 Springdale Road Southwest.
Rear driver's side tire is out, spark line is out of control.
The officer drew his firearm and ordered the driver out. The suspect, identified as Edward Lee Brown Jr. of Georgia, was arrested for fleeing and eluding. He was medically evaluated at Grady Hospital and later transferred without incident to the Atlanta Pretrial Detention Center. On June 5th, 2021, a deputy in Effingham County clocked a black Mazda traveling over 90 miles per hour on I-16 without a tag, sparking a high-speed pursuit. chase escalated to 118 miles per hour as the driver recklessly passed on the shoulder and sideswiped another vehicle. Deputies executed a PIT maneuver that disabled the car, bringing it to a stop. Both occupants fled on foot, but one was apprehended by a K9 while the other was captured shortly afterward. Inside the stolen Mazda, authorities discovered multiple drugs and stolen IDs. The driver, Rebecca Grenell, and passenger, Jarrett Eason, were arrested. Effingham County deputies were assisted by Chatham County Police. On February 25th, 2023, near Alexander, Arkansas, a peace officer attempted a routine stop on a motorcycle with no visible license plate. But instead of pulling over, the rider hit the gas and fled, launching a high-speed chase down the highway. As the suspect weaved through traffic, the officer tried to push him toward the shoulder, but the rider swerved, crossed the median, and kept going. The chase intensified until Trooper Miller closed the gap. Moments later, the suspect lost control, slammed into a barrier, and crashed. He was immediately arrested, bringing the reckless pursuit to a decisive end.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Get on your belt! Turn over!
On July 15th, 2023, Wesley escaped custody while being transported to prison, carjacked 2 victims, and fled in a stolen blue Camaro, sparking a dangerous high-speed chase through rural Wisconsin.
64219, public officer, shutting from the vehicle right now.
The pursuit ended abruptly when OnStar remotely shut down the car on a highway ramp, allowing officers to move in and arrest him.
Hands up! Hands up now!
A repeat offender, Wesley now faces carjacking and reckless endangerment charges, with decades in prison possible if convicted.
Hands up also, alright? We're to keep lethal. We move nice and slow, boys.
Yep.
Nice and slow.
I'll look right at you. Please don't kill me, guys. I won't move.
Stop.
Stop it.
Make it clear. Danny Moore, hang on.
Please don't kill me, guys.
If you
On April 13th, 2021, along Interstate 16, officers observed a maroon Ford F-150 swerving dangerously between lanes, nearly colliding with other vehicles. When signaled to stop, the driver ignored commands and sped north onto I-75. The truck weaved through traffic, frequently driving onto the emergency lane and disregarding traffic signals, creating a highly hazardous situation for motorists along the route. Near exit 169, law enforcement executed a tactical maneuver that caused the F-150 to lose control, veer off the road, and come to a complete stop.
He's off the right shoulder.
The driver, later identified as 16-year-old Havati Ahmadi, abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot into nearby woods. Officers quickly pursued and apprehended him, bringing the dangerous situation under control.
Hey, one off the right here, one up on the hill.
Jonesboro, AR, February 3rd, 2026. At approximately 9:58 a.m., an officer on patrol heard a Bay police officer report a vehicle failing to yield to emergency lights and siren on State Highway 463. The pursuit continued northbound on East Nettleton Avenue within Jonesboro city limits, involving one Bay police unit and 3 Craighead County deputies. The Bay unit later disengaged, while deputies continued following the suspect vehicle.
They're all 22 and at this point. Looks like County's gonna follow the vehicle for a bit. Different.
Deputies reactivated their emergency equipment, at which point the reporting officer took the lead of the pursuit. The officer then conducted a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI, to bring the vehicle to a stop.
TVI.
After the stop, officers gave verbal commands for the driver to show her hands. The driver, who was on the phone with Jonesboro Dispatch, refused to comply and kept the vehicle locked. Officers observed a light blue handheld taser in her hand and repeatedly ordered her to drop it.
Get your hands off of me!
After the stop, officers gave verbal commands for the driver to show her hands. The driver, who was on the phone with Jonesboro Dispatch, refused to comply and kept the vehicle locked. Officers observed a light blue handheld taser in her hand and repeatedly ordered her to drop it.